this week continued to be pretty stinking difficult. All that stuff I said about I don't need big achievements to feel joy and that I already am a success, voices in my head had some things to say about that. Namely that wildflowers and butterflies won't buy my fucking groceries. So I did get a job. Womp womp. I start tomorrow, but for now let's vibe it out at the pond. I'm getting really into nature journaling. Someone gifted me this book, and I've been totally obsessed with doing all the little activities. So that's coming. This is what it looks like in practice. I'm just starting with it, so excited. Colored pencils, my Kindle. Oh, my Kindle's dead. Hurts. And I'm still reading this. Okay, we need to talk about this book for a second because I feature it in basically every single video and it's for a reason. I'm reading it really slowly, for one, to just let all the wisdom permeate. It's like the Bible if the Bible was written for and by women. Winning Run with Wolves. I think that's all. Since moving down to my aunt's at the end of January, I've basically just been hustling my ass off and doing everything possible to avoid relying on somebody else to pay me. I did some professional organizing, I did some photo shoots, I did some house sitting. I'm really proud of the way I've gotten by, but summer's coming, I want to travel, I want to make plans, so I need to get some steady income coming in here, folks. And like, who would have thought that building 3 businesses while going through a breakup would be too much for one person to handle? Like, I sure didn't. You live and you learn to take one step at a time. I don't know what song that is. No need to rush. You know. Listen, one thing about me is I'm delusional. I quit my job with absolutely no backup plan, and here we are. Would I change anything? Look, what's the point? You can't go back. I definitely don't want to be a teacher anymore, so here I am, figuring it out. Okay? Take that. This is Tubby, the little pond that is right near where I live. We call her Tubby because she is so small, like a bathtub. It gets really stinking hot here, so when I was a kid, we used to always come to this pond and swim. And there's all this pennyroyal on the shore that smells amazing. We used to pick it and put it in water in the sun to make a really yummy tea that I'm just learning can be a remedy for anxiety. So could probably use some of that. Honestly didn't really want to make anything this week, which is usually not a good sign. Typically means something is amiss, but I knew if I didn't make something, it would just deepen the shame spiral I was in. So I said, let's just go to the pond, see what we can make, see what happens. If you don't feel like editing this week, no worries, babe. And here I am editing this beautiful video, and I'm so glad I went out on the pond and read my book for a while, because it was absolutely stunning. And I started reading an extremely relevant chapter titled Clear Water Nourishing the Creative Life. It reads, in archetypal lore, there is the idea that if one prepares a special psychic place, then the being, the creative force, the soul source, will hear of it, sense its way to it, and inhabit that place. Whether this force is summoned by the biblical go forward and prepare a place for the soul, or as in the film Field of Dreams, in which a farmer hears a voice urging him to build a baseball diamond for the spirits of players past. If you build it, they will come. Preparing a fitting place induces the great creative force to advance. I don't know what compelled me to quit my job and decide to become a creative, but I know I can't imagine any other career path for myself. And I like this idea that I'm creating a space that people will come to feel peace and hopefully be inspired to make something of their own. Creating one thing at a certain point in the river feeds those who come to the river, feeds creatures far downstream, yet others in the deep. Creativity is not a solitary movement. That is its power. Whatever is touched by it, whoever hears it, sees it, senses it, knows it, is fed. That's why beholding someone else's creative word, image, idea fills us up, inspires us to our own creative work. A single creative act has the potential to feed a continent. One creative act can cause a torrent to break through stone. For this reason, a woman's creative ability is her most valuable asset, for it gives outwardly and it feeds her inwardly at every level: psychic, spiritual, mental, emotive, and economic. I know I'm building something special here and have renewed faith that if I build it, they will come. This is gonna be great, I can tell. This is gonna be awesome footage. Amazing footage. Thank you so much for being so stable. Oh, Christ almighty.